Coming up on SCV-TV's Community Corner, strike a chord with the new Veterans Alliance that's bringing the healing power of music to local heroes.
Speaking of veterans, the city of Santa Clarita is here to highlight the always meaningful Veterans Day ceremony.
College of the Canyons is here to share some exciting news about the launch of its occupational therapy assistant program.
Gobble gobble, lace up those sneakers for a meaningful cause with Bridge to Home's Turkey Trot. Stay tuned, SCV-TV's Community Corner starts now. Welcome back to SCV-TV's Community Corner. You know, there's an old saying, when one door closes, another door opens, right?
That's true.
And that's exactly what happened to the now closed Newhall chapter of Guitars for Vets.
But don't fret. See what I did there, Dave?
I do, actually, yes.
There's a new alliance that's hoping to continue its meaningful mission of bringing the healing powers of music to veterans suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder.
Joining us today to tell us all about the new Santa Clarita Veterans Guitar Alliance are co-founders Bruce Geiger and Tom Lamog. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. Oh, good. I'm glad. So, Bruce, let's start with you. Tell us a little bit about the difficult decision to close the Newhall chapter of Guitars for Vets and why you felt that you needed to continue doing something.
Well, it started with we weren't getting the necessary support that we felt from the national organization. So we decided we couldn't operate that way, so we were just going to close it. So we met with the instructors, and the instructors were very disappointed at closing. They were enthusiastic to keep the program going, so we decided to start it ourselves independently.
So tell us, what is different about the Veterans Guitar Alliance?
Probably nothing, really. It's basically the same mission. The only difference is now we are appealing to the community in order to gift guitars to the veterans once they complete the program.
So what are some of the events that you have planned coming up with this?
Well, our first event will be Veterans Day, of all things. And of course, we're based out of the American Legion Post 507 here in Newhall. And we have been invited to bring the instructors together to play some of the popular acoustic songs that we typically teach our students. And that's coming up on November 11th over at the American Legion Post 507. There's also a virtual program, a virtual play-along that I'll be hosting, and it'll be through Zoom. And anyone who's not able to get to the American Legion can go ahead and log into Zoom. I'll send them the link. I've got the songbook, songs playing behind me as I'm up there strumming and playing and singing. So we've got those two events on Veterans Day.
Very nice. So let's get to the basics. What exactly does your organization do? What do you provide to veterans?
We have veterans who come to us, some with PTSD, traumatic brain injury as well, too, some physical ailments. We have found in the experience of teaching some of these other veterans that it provides them solace. So the instructors, Bruce and myself, we thought, you know what, why don't we just continue the program? We'll seek out the help from the community for donations to gently used instruments, guitars, accessories. And let's go ahead and continue forth with that mission that we originally started with this chapter. So we're teaching veterans the step-by-step, how to hold a guitar, how to name the strings, how to strum a guitar, and even read notes as well too. So they can go ahead and play songs themselves. So that's what we're offering today. What's different? We also teach virtually. So before it was primarily on site, but now we've got the technology to go ahead and reach beyond just the Santa Clarita area into LA County and even beyond that virtually.
And you know, I'm really curious because I'm just curious how this affects veterans, especially those going through PTSD, because you talked about how the rhythms of it and the focus of it, it changes them. Does it change their mindset? What is it that the goal is when you're teaching guitar to veterans suffering with PTSD?
Just basically to teach them how to relax and get out of that stressful frame of mind. Because I've always said music is cheaper than a psychiatrist. You know, and you go to a place where you're not thinking about anything else. You're on your own.
It's a chance to get out of your own head.
It really has. In the students that I've taught, and I've taught about 20 of them, what's surprising to me is when they come back and they say, you have no idea how life-changing these lessons have been for me. And to hear that, it's like, wow, simply the vibration against the body, simply taking your fingers and then putting them on the fretboard and just being meticulous about it. Or, just the motion of strumming. It sends a different vibe through their mind and their body, and we hear about it, some really positive feedback.
That's amazing, and it makes such a difference in their lives, I'm sure. So it's always difficult starting a new organization. We hear you need some assistance from the community. What are you looking for?
Basically, we're looking for newer, gently used guitars, primarily acoustic guitars. And just so we could start. And then accessories, straps, down to even picks, maybe sets of strings. Anything anybody could think of that would go along with a guitar.
And what about instructors? Do you need instructors as well? Or is it just all on you guys?
Well, right now we've got 5 instructors, but we've recently been approached by other instrumentalists. A mandolin player has approached us saying, hey, I can teach guitar, but if you want me to teach mandolin, I'm your man. I've got a slide guitar player who also plays harmonica, who basically said, hey, I can teach guitar, but I can also teach these. So when Bruce and I talk about the idea of expanding beyond guitar, it's a definite thumbs up.
Plus.
So Bruce, you're a Navy veteran, and Tom, I understand your dad was in the Marine Corps, so this must be very rewarding to you. What inspired you to do this and have this impact on veterans?
Well, I was introduced to the veterans programs through Tom and another friend of ours. And I'm an officer at the American Legion 507 here. And I was like, well, why don't we have a chapter here? They have chapters all across the country. Unfortunately, Guitars for Vets didn't work, but the local Legion post is very enthusiastic about supporting it.
And I've enjoyed the interaction with veterans. It's always been a mystery to me. My dad served in the Korean War, didn't really talk a whole lot about the time that he spent there or anything that he did. So when I engage with these veterans who are open to sharing a lot of those experiences, it becomes more than just guitar lessons to me. It's building a relationship, which I really enjoy.
So Bruce, it's the Veterans Guitar Alliance. Where can people go if they want more information, if they want to be a part of this? Where can they go? How can they reach out to you?
Well, we have a website, veteranguitaralliance.org. And we have a Facebook page, the Santa Clarita Veteran Guitar Alliance, and they can reach out through either one of them, and or they can email me for an application at bruce.veteransguitaralliance.com@gmail.com. That's a lot to say.
Bruce Geiger and Tom Lamog, co-founders of the brand new Santa Clarita Veterans Guitar Alliance. Thank you for what you're doing for our veterans in our community. And as we go to break, Tom, would you mind playing us out?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.